Hi guys, I know you're planning to pursue your masters using the Futurense US Pathway at Rider University. I know you have a lot of questions about what really happens in that university, how does the curriculum work, how are the professors, how is the campus life, and most important, what about placements, what is the placement track record of that university. Well, I have been talking to the experts, the people who are representing that university in varied forums to try and understand what does it mean for you. How does your life look like when you study in that university? What happens during your study and post once you complete your masters? What about the job prospects? If you're interested to know about these things, definitely watch the full video where these guys are talking about from their viewpoint, why is this an exciting opportunity for you? And I am asking them questions that you guys have emailed it to us about specific nuances about how can you pursue your masters from your dream university, how can you land admission there, and what happens to you post you finish your masters in your dream US university. Hi guys, hi to everyone here. I think today we are having a very exciting panel with us straight from New Jersey riders who are going to talk about the amazing opportunities there are in New Jersey at riders, and how are we trying to make it more accessible to people like yourself. I think let's do a quick round of introduction. I'll just start with myself. Hi guys, my name is Raghav. I'm the co-founder and CEO at Futurense. As you all know, in the last few months, I've been talking to a lot of these distinguished folks from the academia, trying to understand how can we make these global opportunities more accessible to you. And the panel here has been very supportive of our initiative, and I've made sure that be it the credit transfer, be it the scholarships, be it the costing, be it help with loans, be it help with I-20, everything they're helping us out with. So I think I would just love if, Sean, if you can start and we can just go over a quick introduction.
Absolutely. First and foremost, thank you. I thank you for taking time out of your evening, and also my colleagues here at Rider. We really appreciate your time and energy attending this webinar. So my name is Sean Levin. I am the Director of Graduate, Continuing Education Admission, and University Partnerships here at Rider. I have the distinct pleasure of being a part of the campus community in one way, shape, or form since 2002. Undergraduate degrees earned here, graduate degrees earned here, and met my wife here on campus. So I really do love Rider. I truly believe that it's a tremendous institution. We're going to get into a little bit of the nuances of the campus, but I'm really thankful to be a part of this amazing partnership we have with Miles Futurense. And I'm really excited to showcase Rider's Master of Science in Information Systems, and really hope that after today, in some way, shape, or form, I get you on campus here to really truly you welcome and being a part of the Bronc family. So with that said, I'll turn the virtual mic over to my colleague, Erin Thompson. Erin?
Hi, everyone. My name is Erin Thompson. I'm the Senior Assistant Director of Graduate Admission and University Partnerships here at Rider. And I have been working with international students on the Rider campus for the past 8 years, in this particular role for the past 4. So I have been working with international students for quite some time. I really enjoy it, and I look forward to working with you on your applications to the MSIS.
Perfect.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shachi Chopra Nangia. I work as a graduate admissions counselor here, working with our business applicants specifically. So I am also very excited to work with folks.
Rider has a team for you. And that's one of the most important things that I oftentimes convey to anyone about the importance of having people in your corner. The individuals that you've introduced today, myself, Erin, and Sashi, we are one small group that is here for you. We also have colleagues in Rider's Office of International Education, from Kim and Joanna, another colleagues here on campus that are here for you. A lot of the individuals will work with myself and my team to start, and then we work with you all the way through graduation and beyond. But as you progress through the admissions and the enrollment and the onboarding, with the questions, the excitement, the nervousness, we have a family here for you. As you leave some of your family from home and take this next step, you obtain a family here at Rider. And that's really important to me, the home away from home. So again, as you hear some great things about the academic, this slide showcases Rider's Norm Brodsky College of Business, Rider's MS an information systems program lives in Rider's business department. The business office or department is known as the Norm Brodsky College of Business. You see Dr. Taylor, Tiscara, Shen, Yetkin, and Procaccino. These are just a small segment of Rider's faculty that are here for you. They're going to be part of your network. They're going to be part of your inner circle to help you navigate questions related to the curriculum, the course content, outcomes. These are a handful of the players that are, again, here for you. They're here for you to help you succeed in the classroom and help you succeed outside the classroom. And to continue on to that flavor of the family, of the community, this slide showcases a few of the members of Rider's career development and success. From Kim Barbarek, Elizabeth Davala, and Carl Kraft. These individuals are here to help you navigate the waters of what's next. Where do I take this graduate program? How do I springboard my career professionally, springboard my personal career, and my internal network? Rider is one of only 2 schools in the state of New Jersey that is dual AACSB accredited. So we at the institution have invested in our academic programs. We understand that there's a lot of great programs, not just in our region, but in the world. How do we separate ourselves? Some things we do really well, some things we're working to get better. But what we've already accomplished is that accreditation. Your investment in Rider shows dividends that we've invested in our academic programs. 93% of our faculty have a PhD or the highest possible in their field. 900 plus Rider alumni are CEOs, presidents, or organizational leaders. The Princeton Review, which is a very reputable journal here in the States, ranked a best 388 college. That's a big number, but what it's not saying is the large number of schools across our nation. We're proud of that. We're committed to working so that number gets decreased and decreased. And then ranked number 22 in regional universities in the North. This is from a U.S. News and World Report in 2022. One of the things about Rider that I believe, and I hate to use the word hidden gem, but when you get these type of vantage points and these bird's eye views from drone shots or real aerial photos, you'll see the beautiful campus that we have. So a few slides from now, we'll go into the nuts and bolts of where we're located. But we are located in central New Jersey, which, as you can see from this picture here, is the perfect blend of the rural suburban nature, but butting up against a metropolitan area from Philadelphia and from New York. Here's another great picture from a different angle that keeps showcasing the breadth of campus, the beauty of campus, the trees. I love when the seasons change. We're now getting into a little bit of winter. So at this moment, I'm looking out my window, the leaves have fallen off, but we're on the precipice of some snow. And it gets cold and driving becomes a little bit of a nuisance. But the beauty of campus when you drive in and all of our trees here are covered in that crisp, clean, white snow. I mean, it's picturesque. On the left side of your screen, you'll see our data analytics lab. We have a tremendous specific lab located in Rider's Norm Brodsky College of Business that is really dedicated to all of our growing and boosting graduate and undergraduate business programs. The top right rectangle picture, that's a vantage point facing our Ann Brosman Swigert Hall. And that hall is where our business programs live. And then obviously the last 2 on the bottom are just pictures of our students, whether they're at Johnson & Johnson on the bottom right with internships, co-ops, full-time jobs, and just showcasing that, as I said before, we understand that it's critical that we invest in our internal buildings. We make sure that our product and what we're delivering is at the precipice of a business curriculum. So we are confident in our buildings. We're confident in what we provide, that we might not think about this at this moment today, but it's critical in what you're investing in that next stage of your personal and professional career. And I kind of summed up this within previous slides, but this is a tremendous slide that showcases about New Jersey, right? You might have seen pictures, videos, movies about the state. Some are accurate, some are not. But where we're located is beautiful. We're in central New Jersey. We're located not far from New York City. New York is about an hour and 15 minutes away. It can be quicker depending on some trains. If you drive into the city, sometimes it can be a little bit longer. But we are, in my opinion, very close to New York, the heart and soul of the United States, in my opinion. We're 45 minutes from Philadelphia, and I'm a Philadelphia resident, or I come from that area. So I really believe it's not New York, but it's a smaller, robust metropolitan area that, you hear people say it's a melting pot. And what I love about it, it's really more what I call a salad bowl. When you think of a salad, it's all the different types of ingredients blended together for a perfect lunch, snack, dinner. And I think Philadelphia and New York have that diverse population that brings so much vibrant life to this area. We're really situated in a unique spot. The top left of this slide here, we have a handful of hotels, beautiful hotels right in our area. The bottom left corner talks about our nearest airports. We have a smaller regional airport that still travels within the United States, the Trenton Mercer Airport, which is 5 miles away. But then we have Philadelphia International Airport, which is about 39 miles away, and Newark Liberty Airport, which is 41. In addition, on here is not JFK or LaGuardia, which is in New York, a little bit further from Ryder, but very much accessible. So right there, 3 on the screen, I added 2 more. We are really located in a robust international pipeline.
I would love if all the panelists can tell us their favorite spot in New Jersey. Like, what is that one place in the town, in the city, that you guys like spending time in, other than your home and the college?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, question about and it was honestly very funny that you mentioned that. So summer, obviously, that really warm, we are located near the coastline, right? And we have tremendous amount of what we call the beaches and shorelines. And I grew up in my entire life every summer on the weekends going to the shore, going to the beach. And the memories I have of that shore, and even that little circle picture there, I believe that's Asbury Park, New Jersey, which is about maybe 45 minutes away. That is during the summer. There's nothing like it. People from all over the globe will travel to New Jersey to go to the beach and experience summers in New Jersey. That to me is the best. And now, as you mentioned before, I come from ice hockey, and I love the winters as well, because that's when there's opportunities to kind of play hockey outside on different ponds and just really kind of experience all of the, what it has to offer. And then the one thing you hear as well from a food standpoint, I might be getting ahead of myself, but pizza. Pizza is, you could probably find pizza in my blood. I love it so much. And I think the pizza in New Jersey and New York is top notch. So I kind of went off tangent there. It's a great question. I do want Erin and Sashi to chime in here for my team to see what they love about being a part of this area. So Erin, I'm going to turn it to you.
Yeah, so I really love in this area, actually, there's a huge sculpture park called Grounds for Sculpture. And they have these giant, like larger than life-size sculptures. And they have a really great restaurant. There are peacocks roaming the property. And you can just go in, walk around, look at the art, you can see evidence of it even like on the highway. You'll see giant sculptures all over the place. So that's one of my favorite places here, and it's very local. It's maybe 10 minutes from campus.
So I actually have a few to talk about. I live in the town of Princeton, which has an extremely European flavor. It's beautiful to just walk around. I think the other very nice place that will appeal to our audience specifically is that there's a new Akshardham temple here. That's the world's largest, I think, second largest temple, and North America's largest Hindu temple. It's absolutely spectacular. And lots and lots of Indian food, Guju, South Indian, Punjabi, everything. So
Perfect.
really,
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So next is a really good information regarding Ryder's Office of International Education. I know my colleagues in that office, Joanna and Kim, are really busy today in a great way. So I'm going to turn this slide over to Erin, if you don't mind going over the slide a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So our Office of International Education will work with you post-arrival on everything that you need for your stay here. So they assist with your immigration advising, they plan cultural activities, they plan trips. So there's usually a trip to New York City and a trip to Washington, D.C. At least once a year, as well as local trips. So another highlight in the fall of living here in New Jersey is going to the fall festivals that are at the farms near campus. So they plan a trip there. You can roast marshmallows in a fire pit and pick pumpkins and do all the fun things that we do in the fall here. They also will help you navigate life on campus. So we do have a fitness center on campus that all students are able to use. So you can go to the gym, there are fitness classes that you can attend. There are performances and events on campus. So we have a really high quality musical theater group that does productions every year, as well as our acting students who are constantly putting on shows, and everyone is welcome to attend those. And then on top of that, our Division I sports. So if you're interested in sports, we have very high level athletics here. So our basketball team, our soccer team, our tennis team, our swim team, wrestling, women's lacrosse. We have really high quality athletics. The games, especially during the, I guess, March Madness kind of season that we have for basketball, they get really rowdy and fun. So I definitely encourage you to spend some time on campus, if not live on campus, which gives you the best access to all of these events and everything that's offered here. So the Office of International Education, in conjunction with us, so we're always here too to help you. They work with you very closely to just make sure you're comfortable, have everything you need, and get to explore the most excitement and cultural activities that you possibly can while you're here to maximize your stay.
Perfect. So could you tell us a bit about the clubs on campus that there are there that people can be a part of, if that's out there?
Sure. Yep. So we have a ton of clubs on campus. So aside from our Division I sports, we have club sports. So if you are, not quite competing at the Division I level, but you still would like to participate in sports, and Sean can talk a little bit more about this too with his hockey guys, you can still have opportunities to play sports, but aside from sports, we have clubs like video game club, we have chess club, we have a Japanese anime club, we have anything you could really think of. There's a business club, so they're academic focused clubs. I don't know, Sean, can you think of any others off the top of your head that
Yeah, I think what's great, as Aaron mentioned before, is that if you don't see a club that Rider has, you can start one. And we have the mechanisms to bring it to our overall clubs and activities department in student affairs, and we can start a club. So they really range, as Aaron mentioned before, sports specific, academic specific, networking specific. There's religious associations, there's food, there's everything that you can think of that has clubs. I'm sorry, what was that?
Equestrian. We have an equestrian club also.
Equestrian,
so horseback riding.
That's a great question. And in terms of one of the things that we love and what makes Rider different is really the encouragement to getting involved. And we know that our graduate students, especially some of our international students, may not have the luxury at the time to get involved, but we want to make sure that they're out there. So the minute you step on campus and before, you're going to get emails from all different individuals on campus, from the professional organizations, the philanthropy organizations, if you want to donate your time or energy to giving back. There's so many opportunities for students to get involved and get engaged, to maximize their time here at Rider, to utilize all the resources that we have that we believe makes us, again, like we said before, a little bit different. Proud of our athletics. Rider's a NCAA Division I school, and we're a Division I school with a robust women's and men's programs. So we're a mid-sized institution that we say we compete against the heavy hitters. We play against those large schools, both at the varsity level and at the club intramural level. And it's another unique factor. Aaron mentioned performances and the varsity athletics. Get involved, go to the games. Quite a bit, many of them are going to be streamed online or on TV. And it's a great way to maybe be on TV or at least have friends and family watch the game and look for you as well. So we're really proud of our athletics. We're growing. As I mentioned before, it's just another opportunity for students to kind of get involved, get the Rider experience, become part of the Bronc family. Because again, it's really going back up to students to get involved and really be the individuals to help move and shake and develop the next stage, right? Getting involved will help now the next group of individuals, specifically the Miles Futurense individuals, say, okay, I got involved on campus. My experience going to swimming and diving or field hockey or lacrosse really helped me meet new people and become more part of the campus community. So again, it's not for everybody, but it's there for you if that's something that you're looking to do. And like I said in the beginning, what I believe helps all of us grow personally and professionally is being comfortable getting uncomfortable and living outside of your box. That's so critical. Now we're going to shift a little bit to another really important part of Rider, and really important part of maybe why you're ready to invest in Rider in the next stage of your academic and professional career. As I mentioned before, let's flip the script. Let's work backwards. Outcomes. Our Career Development and Success Center is dedicated for you. We run large events, but there's individual opportunities because everybody's needs and wants are different. And we are not going to say you must fit Rider. It's Rider's going to fit around you. What do you need that's going to help you be comfortable in an interview? What do you need to be comfortable preparing for a group interview, a Zoom interview maybe, how to travel to the location? We're thinking of everything because the minute that phone call comes or email that says, you know, Aaron, I'll use you as an example, I'd like to interview you for this position, the stress goes up, the anxiety goes up, the excitement goes up. We're here to help bring that down. When you open that door to that boardroom or that conference room or that Zoom link, confidence is through the roof. Why? You're prepared, you're knowledgeable, and you're ready for this opportunity. And that's what we do on the call, both the Miles Futurense team, the Rider team, specifically the career development team. We are here for you. We know your investment. I don't like to use the word guarantee. I think that's not fair to anybody. When you start throwing that word around, it starts to mislead people. But I will say to you, we will do everything and anything in our power to not just appease you, doesn't always work, but everything in our power to put you in position to be as successful as possible from today all the way through the first step on campus, your first job interview, and beyond. We at campus, we have, go ahead, question?
Yes, so Sean, I think one thing is very clear for us, the placement stats at Rider are phenomenal, right? And a lot of people attribute this to the industry connect you guys have. So predominantly in New Jersey, in New York, could you talk to us about some of your deep level industry connects, certain companies that have shown a lot of interest from hiring graduates from Riders?
That's a great question. So I'm going to quickly go through some of the points here and then address that question right away. We have a slide that specifically has our university partners and employers. So as you can see here, we have career fairs, general career fairs, specifically in graduate business career fairs. We have career fairs from undergraduate and graduate. It runs the gamut. Obviously, we have a tab here for some of our finance and accounting, and we're growing our specific career fairs as well for different modalities. So there's a great chance, hopefully in the near future, I'd like to say for the fall, but maybe be a little bit beyond, we'll have career fairs for criminal justice or career fairs for cybersecurity, computer science, information systems. So our goal is to be really proactive in putting you in front of employers, hiring managers to say, you need to hire me, and here's why. Individual site visits. We're going to go through some of our specific partners and employers. They come to campus. They interview on campus. They want to meet you to say, okay, I can't leave Rider's campus because I have to hire Sashi. She fits our mold. We want her here. That's what we're looking to build. It's a two-way street. We're going to get them here. We're going to prep you. Ball's in your court to work with us and work with the Miles Futurense team to get yourself and hit that home run or be that top level potential hire. We have personalized career advising, resume review, interview prep, professional dining etiquette, all these little things that you're like, what do you mean dining etiquette? I know how to be professional, but we're going to take you from good to great. And that's critical. We can always be better, right? None of us on this call, none of our friends and family are perfect. We can always be better. That one little tidbit of, holiday parties, right? Professional networking, cocktail hours, dinners. You ever think about what I should do to prepare for that? Because there's anybody at those events is watching. They're taking mental notes. And if they see the professionalism that you put forward, they're going to remember that in the interview. Oh, wow, Sashi, I met you at the networking event. I remember your professionalism. It's nice to meet you. And next thing you know, we're already looking to have that great relationship. The second to last bullet, as you can see, it does indicate the program is STEM designated. It does offer the 3 years OPT. I know there was a question in the chat of the Q&A that we can address, but yes, the program is STEM designated. And one of the big important factors here is some of the facts and figures. We anticipated 12% growth for qualified students in the MSIS program in the professionals by 2026. So what are we doing here today? We're getting on the ground floor. Now, don't get me wrong, that elevator is going, and it's going fast. But we're still in a great spot to be on that, so that when it gets to that penthouse suite, we're all there together. No one's left behind. So that's why it's critical that we take aggressive steps as a team to get ourselves in that elevator, because it's going to the moon in a sense there. Employer partners. This is a tremendous slide. Now, I'll be honest, we only have a small segment on the slide to put all of our partners. So we are growing. Tomorrow, we could add 4 more. 3 weeks from now, we can add 20 more. So we are focusing daily on ramping up our partners. Now, these partners, as you can see from Campbell's, from Pfizer, Penn Medicine, Johnson & Johnson, Bristol Myers Squibb, NJ Transit, Lockheed Martin, E&Y, I can go on and on. We have some of these that you see the star right above it. These stars, organizations that have recently hired riders graduates in the MSIS program. So the flavor from this slide, what I want everybody to obtain is that not only are we committed to providing the best experience academically, the best culture experience from our Office of International Education, our best outcome experience from career development, but we want to keep building the personal network that is another outlier of why you should invest here at Rider.
One very important thing to highlight is the location. For us, proximity to New York, proximity like being in New Jersey, I think that offers unparalleled opportunities. And Shauna, it would be great if you could just give us 1 or 2 success stories that we saw recently that will motivate the audience.
Oh, you teed it up for me. That was a perfect tee. So as you said to the success stories, you heard that to me, and that's my home run swing. So as you can see, Jessica and Janella here are just a small example of some success stories. Jessica, an advisor for business operations at Dell Technologies, and then Janella is an SEO manager for SEOM Interactive. So these are just a small sample size. And what we'll do is after today, and we'll connect, we have a great landing page on our website, and it's outcomes focused. Again, we know at every level, first-time freshman, traditional transfer, undergrad, domestic graduate, and international graduate, why are we investing in Rider? It's for the outcomes. So we understand that why you're going to enroll at Rider, you're taking the chance on us, investing in us. It's our responsibility. Again, that word guarantee, I don't like to throw out there, but we are going to go tooth and nail to support you from today and all the way beyond. So again, I highly recommend checking our website out. Thank you again for chiming this. But Joanne, I want to give you a chance not only to introduce yourself, but really expand about how great you and your team do at welcoming students and being their home away from home, which is really what we love.
Yes, we are the home away from home, and that's how I like to introduce my office, because that's what I do. I'm Joanna from the Office of International Education. I have a 4-piece last name, so I'm not gonna go and say what that means, but long story short, I'm the Global Progress Manager. I work directly with receiving students to our house, to our home. And what we offer you is, once you have completed the admission process with Erin and Sachi and Sean, you're going to be moving forward to our office, and we will take you through, okay, let's arrange airport pickup. We do international student orientation. During this international student orientation, it's a mandatory orientation in which we go through all the rules and agreements that USCIS have in order for any international student to be in compliance. This is also, since it's our house, you will also be able to meet people like you, same students that were and came as an adult like me. I came to Rider as an international student not too long ago. I came with dependents. We have an entire crew of international people that can walk you through on how an international experience at Rider and out of Rider can be. Then a little bit more about extras besides just welcoming you. We have, as you see here, campus shuttle. So main questions are, What if I just don't live at Rider? Well, we have a campus shuttle that have certain locations where they can pick you up, bring you to Rider University. Let's say you're living here and, oh my God, I don't have a car. What do I do? Well, you can take the Rider shuttle, go to the mall, go to the street mall where the supermarket is. It will take you to the train station that can take you to New York or to Philadelphia as well. It might take a line to Princeton as well. Then, well, how do we do to get engaged? Well, we have different cultural immersion activities. Last week, for example, one of our cultural clubs celebrated Diwali for our Asian students. Then during the spring, we take students to Washington, D.C. during the Cherry Blossom Festival that they host in the streets. Then also during orientation, we take you to get to know the city. Well, we'll coach the entire group of international students to do certain activities and have dinner or lunch in the city. Then during the fall, we also celebrate the fall festival and we take you to Shady Brook Farms. You will get to know the entire movement of activities within the festival. It's not only about Halloween because that's a very cultural activity in the US, but during this type of festival, you'll see the engagement of the changes of the season, how people interact with activities outside of campus as well. Then a big question is, okay, it's break, it's weekends, what do you do? Or how can we get engaged? We have a very robust program for life on campus. You will see that not only within each resident hall, you will get to know people, and each resident hall has their own activities, but we also have activities in the dining hall. We have the Mueller's Pub downstairs, actually down of my office. It's a huge dining hall that has different restaurants if you don't want to go eat at Daly's, for example. Right now, this is the time where most of our performances related to the holidays are seen, and you will get schedules and way to buy tickets for these whole performances. Then Sean was already explaining about our Division One sport, so it's an entire community that goes and attend these programs. For basketball, because you had a picture of basketball, if they get to go to the MAC, they go way high, the university will offer coaches to go take a rider community to go support our team. Same for volleyball, soccer, female, male. There are a ton of activities. And within all that, our office is involved. We will reach out to you with activities. We will be your first point of contact. Of course, Erin will be there if any other questions are needed in terms of academics. We will contact professors. We will contact each college for what you decide, and depending on your major or master. Yeah.
People are worried that, they have studied in the Indian academic system, and once they come to the US, they might find it difficult to cope up with. So like, do you guys have like open hours or stuff like that? How does it work? And could you give us a couple of examples where some of the international students found it difficult to cope up with academics and you guys intervened and it helped them out?
Yeah, so Sean was explaining how we have an academic success center. So let's say I want to give my own success story and my example. I came, and this worked as of jobs on campus as what if I need help? So once you come during orientation, we will introduce the team of academic success center. So let's say somebody has along the program, somebody has an issue with physics. The Academic Success Center has a robust program where they have tutors, students tutors that have taken that class, and the student will take you through how these classes are done. Of course, they are also mentored by the professors that select them to be their tutors and work at the Academic Success Center. So how this look in reality? I came to Rider and I happen to speak Spanish, and one of our majors and activities here is Spanish. So talking to my professor and saying, well, I want to find a job on campus that I can really support students, get involved a little bit with Rider Life. she emailed the Academic Success Center, and they gave me the possibility to teach there. So I was already teaching and supporting and mentoring students that were on the Spanish major. And these also serve as walking them not only through the academics of the Spanish language, but also how can I use it as a social language as well. So that's the sample. I had students that come to us saying, well, I feel my professor could get to know me better. How do I do that? So we introduce our students through an email, and I might go, dear Dr. Thompson, here I want to introduce you to Joanna, who is a student in your class. She will be a new international student. Please let us know if any support is needed, and they will just reply back, and then they will keep on the interaction as well. Same if the student feels that they need a little bit of extra support. How do I get the professor to understand me? Things like that we can help with.
Erin, she's going to go through some of additional really important information as it relates specifically to the curriculum and the program. So, Erin?
Yes. So as a graduate student in our Master of Science in Information Systems program, you will be studying in a 30-credit degree. So 21 of those credits you will take here at Rider during your time, and you'll be able to transfer in 9 credits from your coursework in India before you arrive. So it's a very special, seamless program that we have set up for you guys so that you can maximize your time here, but also use the courses that you've already taken from back home. You can see a list of the core courses at the bottom of the slide there. These are the types of courses that you will be studying, as well as a couple of elective courses. So we will have the details of which courses will be transferring in finalized in a few months, early next year. But you will be doing those 21 credits here with the 9 credits transferring in. Now, the way the courses are structured here we have 7-week courses. So as an international student, you must take a minimum of 9 credits per semester. So here at Rider, that could look like 1 3-credit course in the first half of the semester and 2 3-credit courses in the second half of the semester. So you are most likely never taking more than 2 courses at a time, which really gives you an opportunity to focus on your coursework, but also explore New Jersey and the campus and the other opportunities that there are available for you here. Your courses will also be a combination of hybrid and online. So you do need to maintain an in-person requirement as part of your F1 status. So those hybrid courses will qualify for in-person coursework. And your hybrid courses might mean you're coming to campus or coming to class in person once a week or potentially twice a week for 3 hours. So it's a total of 3 hours per week of coursework. But you also might have some days where you are meeting with your course virtually. So you might have a set time where you have to meet and your professor will meet with you live virtually. You also might have some coursework that is sent to you, what we call asynchronously, which means you're not meeting at a set time, but you do have some coursework that you need to take care of throughout the course of the week. So those are hybrid courses. You will also be taking some fully online coursework. The fully online courses are generally asynchronous. So again, that means that you don't have a set time that you're meeting, but you might need to schedule time to meet with your professor or meet with some classmates if you have a group project to do, because that is one thing that's heavily emphasized in these courses is hands-on work with the material. So you're going to have projects where you need to work together with your classmates. You're going to look at case studies where you're taking situations from real life and analyzing them to determine, how did they handle it? How would you have handled it? What was good? What wasn't so great? What could be improved in your opinion? And just getting an idea of what working in this field is really like and what types of situations and problems you're going to face and how to start thinking about attacking those problems. So it goes by very quickly, but it's a lot of information. So 7 weeks, it sounds like, oh, that's not a lot of time, but they pack in a lot of information in those 7 weeks. So they're very intense, but the students really do seem to like this structure because it really makes the time, fly by. So one thing I definitely suggest is hit the ground running, as we say, like just take advantage of all the opportunities you possibly can, because it seems like a long time, but it's gonna go by in a second. So this is what you can expect academically with your coursework here. I don't know if you want to go to the next slide, Sean, or if you have any
And
questions.
just one question that
Sure.
students are asking: how flexible is the overall course structure, especially for folks looking for certain specializations?
So we do have a set curriculum in place that we are going to work with Miles Futurense to finalize. So these will be the courses that you're taking. There are, like I said, some elective courses, and we can work together to try to see how we can put those electives available, make those electives available in a way that addresses specific interests that a student might have. So we do have a wide variety of electives that students can take a look at. But I also do encourage speaking with professors to try to explore some of, interests that you might have outside of the classroom. So one of the key aspects of taking advantage of your time here is really getting to know your professors. Your classes are going to be small, and your professors have a lot of experience. And so, not just with the topic that they're teaching, but just in general in industry. So talk to them about your interests, and they can give you some guidance in terms of where you can look to develop, a specific area that you might want to expand on.
I can
Makes a
jump
lot
in
of sense.
here
Yeah.
as well, because those type of engagement with the faculty are the engagement you're going to look for to get into internships or learn about courses that can take you into internship with the partners that you saw on previous slides as well. The more you build a relationship with your faculty, the more context and activities you're going to find out. Once you build this relationship, you will see, for example, that each college also has a LinkedIn page, and all these activities are posted there. All the engagements of the professors are also posted there. You can start seeing how this interaction really happens, and it's not only posted here on a presentation and all talking. So I encourage you to do some research, find out the JJ activity, the Johnson & Johnson activity, the competition we have. That's not only open for what we call domestic students, but it's open to all international students, same as you will see engagement with building their relationship with international students, how others have get into a point where my professor introduced me through a fair to this company, and now I'm working directly through an internship. And the plan is to, when I graduate, I do OPT with them. Of course, everything, it's a matter of engagement, time, and changing activities, but be well involved.
Yeah, so one example I could give is Sean mentioned Janelle George, who is an alum of this program. And Janelle is actually a marketing undergrad, and she really got into this MSIS program to build on that marketing skill that she already had. So you can kind of see that, marketing isn't a huge part of the MSIS program, but she really got a lot out of these additional courses that she could then take back to her, knowledge in marketing and combine them and expand on them and propel her career even further than, she could have if she only had just stuck with the marketing. So I think there's a lot of opportunities to apply this information to really any area that you're looking to focus on.
Now, with respect to the kind of jobs one does, right? Like, what are certain trends you guys have seen once someone graduates in masters in information systems?
Yeah, so again, it's pretty broadly applicable. we saw the two from Dell, and Janelle's working in marketing. But really, students go into a variety of industries because the knowledge that they're getting is designed to take the information at their job and utilize it regardless of the topic, so to speak. The grads going into IBM, into Cigna, into Lockheed Martin. So these are really varied in their in the industries that they're serving. But the skills that the students are learning in this MSIS program are able to be applied into all of these in these areas and departments.
We have the Success Center. So what really, not the Success Center will not be only for mentoring, tutoring, finding help with your coursework, but they have an entire team that advocates to how can we make these students successful. And the student can request meetings with the directors, and they will conduct interviews, mock-up interviews. They will say, okay, what is it? Where do you want to get? What is the type of job that you want to do? And that will serve as a mentorship to then decide, well, if you want to really do marketing and maybe a little bit of supply chain, and you want to work on their supply chain, let's say, because I saw the course there, here are the steps that you have to take. Same as building the relationship with your advisor and with your professors, it will take you to decide on which courses to take to get to the point where they want to get. Because in reality, the job experience that you bring from India, it will really value here as you try to develop and find what is the type of job that you want to do, either here in the States during your OPT or going back to India and expand your future.
Perfect. Makes sense.
So our application process is really straightforward. There is a simple online application form. The application fee is currently waived, so there is really no risk to applying. We do need your transcripts and certificates from every institution that you have attended after school. So you can upload these to the portal and bring the sealed originals with you when you arrive here. We need your current resume, your statement of aims and objectives, which is also known as the essay. As far as English proficiency goes, if you have already taken an English proficiency exam, such as the Duolingo or the IELTS or TOEFL, you can share the score with us. If you have not taken the exam, you can have a short interview with us over Zoom.
I hope this was helpful, guys. I tried my very best to ask all the questions I thought were relevant to you. But if you still have doubts, if you still think you are very interested in building a career in the US, pursuing your master's from a top US university, have more doubts, definitely reach out to us. Definitely book a one-on-one counseling, free counseling with our counselors, our in-house experts, to try and understand what are your chances, what are your prospects of doing the master's from a top US university using the Futurense US Pathway and build a high earning career in the US. See you.